meant to do. And funny, another person might come in now and do
the same thing.
I knew people that actually people that supported this girl comfort.
Yeah.
You will still backlash that person, say different things about the
See,
person.
my view is if you are not as pretty, as beautiful as Emmanson, don't go and enter a plane and beat somebody. I'm sure she's getting these deals because she's fine, and some people saw some things.
Since yeah.
So they may just want to explore beyond what they saw.
So
Like giving her those ambassadors.
Right.
Nice.
Okay.
Inviting someone to talk, it come and do what?
Hey guys, so I'm here today with the latest update in Nigeria. And you know that when it comes to spilling the tea, I'm always here for you guys because I want all of us to become rich and make that money in Nigeria. So to become an ambassador for a brand or to become rich, I just brought you what you need to do. And it's just in 4 words. Like 4 words, guys. It's nothing stressful. Something so simple. And that is lose your own training. That is all it takes. Just misbehave, make it go public, and you're going to be getting ambassadorial deals. You're going to get rich so fast in Nigeria. And you know, this just makes me wonder, are we confused? Because the same people that will come online and blame people for misbehaving are still the same set of people that would come online to celebrate someone for misbehaving. This is Veegilats podcast where we talk about civic matters and we also explore from other people's perspective. And when I say other people, you're one of them. Yeah, we're talking from your perspective. You know, just go on the internet and get to see your opinion about situation. And on today's episode, we're talking about 3 trending things on Twitter. So if you've been on the internet for the past few days now, you know that it's been hot on Twitter, from Raye, the core member, to KWAM and ValueJet, and now to Ibom Air and Comfort. There's too much to spill. Although we have other good news like Toke Makinwa getting pregnant, Davido getting married, we have Easy also getting married. But yeah, we're just talking about the 3 things that points to civic matters in the society. I'm your host, Olaitumba Batunde, and you know definitely that I can't do this alone. I have my support system with me, that beauty queen, that vibe goddess who's going to bring the energy. Like when I say energy, now you know what I mean. And that is no one other than Olaitumba Adebayo. How are you doing, my girl?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing? How's everything?
It's fine.
You know,
It's fine. I can't complain.
When we talk about the tea, you know, I've been on the internet and I've been seeing everything. Like we have much juicy
things to talk about sincerely. And I feel like we should just start from Raye, the core member, because well, I feel like at some point majority of us have been there.
Yeah,
you know, we've served and all of that.
And
you know, when they say at first it was our fatherland, but now it's now our motherland.
Yeah.
So I'd like to ask you, during your service year, when it comes to the financial aspect of it, well, let me first ask you, when you were a core member, how much were you collecting?
Okay, you know, I was collecting it. You some 33K.
33,000. That's a lot. That's a lot. Actually, it's a lot.
Yeah.
So please,
because some people be like, oh, I collected
19,500. Yeah, it's a lot.
That 19,500 and 18,500 is actually better than the
33K now, because the things you have to buy now.
Yeah.
By the time you carry that 33K to the market, you're done with the money now.
Share my experience. Like my
I'd like to know.
My 33K, like when I collected, and I think when I was working, my PPA wasn't paying that much.
Mm-hmm.
So everything altogether was about, let's say, 50K. And I got a big. So I actually did this thing. So I did. I'll go to market this month.
Yeah.
And I'll
go
to
next month.
Next month. So I was just like trying to balance. But think of it, I was actually okay then. I might not be okay, but then I was living my life then.
Okay.
But the next month I finished my NYSC and I got a job and all of that. I was like, oh, did I actually I
survive on
3K?
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes when life is hard, I'm like, oh, I survived on 3K.
Okay, yeah.
Motivation and all that. But it was really, really, really tough. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't need to go to CDS. I don't need to go for CDS just because I would just sit and do nothing. So let me sit at home and just spend my 3K at home. That's just the best thing. But it was really not a good experience.
It was sort of
33K with the fact that when you go to the market this month, like you see another price and the next month like another price. There's no stable prices, so it affected a lot of things.
Yeah. Now let me say something about that 33K. When I was 7, there was a time that I went to the market, got some stuff in the house now. And he's 33K. So that 33K, I feel like the government expects you to buy data, transport yourself to your PPA, go for CDS, go for clearance. And they are still, they will still tell you during CDS that you have to pay. That you pay, Now, there was a day I was going to my PPA in the morning, and then I wanted to take Golden More. I bought it with my money, and I was feeling bad for wanting to eat Golden More, because I was feeling like, guy, you don't have the money and you want to take Golden More. Just go to work, drink water and go to work. When you come back later, you eat something better.
That's
like, and that shows that 33K was not doing anything.
Okay, I think I saw one. I think tweet someone wrote it. Okay, fine. You get some things in the house, like basic things like food. Like something you need to survive. Like, then you sit back and be like, God, I spent a lot of I mismanaged this money. But guy, you didn't buy anything. You didn't buy clothes.
You didn't buy clothes.
You didn't buy anything.
Throughout my service here, I could not say I bought something tangible for myself.
You just bought only food to survive. Because it's like, okay, fine, buy what you need first, not your wants. So you actually got it. You got the data that, okay, fine, let me data.
Yeah.
Talk to people.
Talk more of even getting a pack of noodles. Then you're getting a pack of noodles for 14K, 15K as at that time. Like seriously,
nothing like this.
And then you're spending out of your 33K, you are spending about 10,000, 14,000 just to buy noodles.
You will not buy
I want to buy milk, you want to buy Milo, you want to buy Golden More, you want to buy rice. And as at that time, rice was so costly
that cut
everything you want to. And is it possible that you don't eat? And then from this,
you do water therapy,
and from this situation, I think this Riot Girl came after few months to when I was going to, finish NYSC. And then, she said something about it, talking about the fact that first and foremost, she started with Lagos. She said Lagos is smelly. And let's be sincere, if you enter Lagos, maybe no lie, allegedly, Lagos is smelly, actually. Like
just
seriously.
put it that way.
And then, she also complained about the 33K, that it's not doing anything, even for a fact that she has something she's doing. Now, for a core member that you're giving 33,000 that has to get an apartment. Now, the funny thing about the government is you're not telling these people to go to Abia, to go to Akwa Ibom, to go to Kaduna, and you're paying them just 33,000. Bicycle allowance of 3,600 naira.
Stop it now.
I really do not get. And then, she came online and said that money is small. And then, she also talked about Tinubu's leadership. She referred to it as terrible. But then let's just talk about it. Do you think that statement terrible is an hate speech, or is a hate speech, or is it just a citizen trying to express her pain? There are times that when pains get heightened, you don't even know what you're saying again. You just want to express, you just want to rant. Can we say that Raya just came online to express herself, to rant, not to necessarily drag Tinubu or necessarily call him terrible? From what you saw there.
Okay, I would say it's like in two ways. When you come online to rant, you're just ranting, you say all of that. But when it comes to people in power, and it's not even the government of a state, it's not your local government chairman, it's not your LGI, it's not somebody, it's not your co-worker, it's not your boss at work, the president of Nigeria.
Okay.
You came online to call him terrible. And you do it's called it.
No, she didn't call him terrible. His leadership
terrible. Whatever way, probably you addressing it, sugarcoating everything. But the fact that you added his name, his leadership, and all of that, I feel that is like a hate speech to me, because there's a way you can actually address this issue without you calling. We have people that come online to speak bad about the government, and they don't say things like, "Oh, you're terrible." But funny, they still convey the message in a way that this is not coming from a place of
more like saying the government is not looking out for the people.
Why can't you just use that line? but you feel that you can say something like that. So I would say she didn't go the right approach.
Yeah.
She came online to rant. We'll understand the fact that okay, Stibuke is small. We can speaking for the people, and I feel that probably she didn't know the video will go viral.
Yeah.
No, we do some certain things just because, let me just do it.
You don't know that thing that will give you that. Just
that's one thing about online. That's why when you want to come online and just say things, just like think back, okay,
what if I go
viral? What if I go, think about it. Don't just come online and pour things online and just go. And think, funny, she might just say, let me just post online and go like that. She might think I might just have, maybe 2 likes. So I'll say, it's not about you want to express your feelings, but you actually she went about it the wrong way.
The wrong way. So she was extreme.
She was extreme. Yeah,
so I want to ask you a question. When you were 7,
okay,
I know majority of us did this. Did you ever miss CDS or your clearance? Did you ever miss it?
Okay, I never missed my clearance because I was always scared that I won't get my alawi, and that's the thing I survived on then. So, but you see that CDS, oh my days! Like I missed lots of CDS because at some point I was like, okay, what exactly are we doing? Before I went for my service and all that, people like, CDS. I actually thought it was something that would be educative, something that probably will volunteer, something that is meaningful. But when I got there, it was another thing. We just sit,
we gist about boys,
we talk
girls,
about guys, we talk about marriage and all of that. Like, okay, this is not just for me. Let me just sit at home, and because the distance to my house and to my
your CDS,
to my local government is like a
little bit far.
So I would like to spend money to just go and listen to things I can just come online and see or watch movies to see people talk. Or I can even call my friends to talk about it. What?
You're using
a lot.
You're spending 4,000 naira in a month
just because I want to
because you want to out of 3,000 naira. So what's left is about 29,000 naira.
Yeah.
All right. So I think one thing that we know in Nigeria or even in other country, when you work for the government, either you're parastatal or you're a military person, one thing is you support the government regardless. And that is why you won't see a soldier mount their tripod, their camera, ring light, and start saying anything. And start saying anything about the government. Even if they're going to say anything, it would be in order to support the government and at least tell us that, they're trying their best and all of that. So now being a part of this system as an NYSC member, because we believe that Jobani, and aside that you're working for the government, you should not say anything bad about the government. Fine. We know she contravened that. Okay. She went... she wasn't supposed to do that. We accept. She's wrong. Yes. You don't catch me.
But
now the problem is the fact that she came online to say that. Okay. Is it necessary? Is it enough for them to withhold a certificate? Because she's back online now to say that, NYSC withheld a certificate, blah, 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 and all that. And then people are coming from the perspective of it was because she talked against the government, not because, now they said it was because she didn't come for a biometric once. And now they're saying that it is not because she didn't go for biometric. I think I saw someone comment that he missed several CDS, but not clearance now. And then he was never punished for it. And like you said, you were never punished for it. You were never punished for it. Now, for biometric, she only missed a month. So do you think the law was extreme on her side?
I would say the law was extreme on our own side because we know that for you to for them to withdraw your salary, you must your certificate you must miss clearance for 3 months straight and all of that. And then we must not participate in this protest. There are laws that several things we must not do. And I feel that she didn't know about all of these laws and all of that. But I would say they actually wanted to punish her for this situation because they would think people would be like, this white girl did this and she went scot-free. She didn't do anything. She didn't face any wrath and all of that. So somebody else might come in picture and say, okay, fine, the government is doing anything. So they just wanted her to feel the pinch of, what she did. You are not actually meant to do that. Because at first, when that thing happened, I think they didn't say anything.
Came up
people supported her.
You enjoy.
Just enjoy the moment. So when everything went off, so it's just didn't give her own. So I'll say they didn't go extreme. I just felt that she was just they were dishing her a punishment. Okay. But for you, you were meant to be punished. We all know that because people were like, oh, she made them, the government paid 77K for us.
7,000, yeah.
But I feel that like they should have, like, they wanted to pay 77K.
Yeah.
Maybe she prompted
It to,
the
to come faster.
and all of that, but then she should have expected the punishment. It's something, and I think it was like 2 months. So
Yeah,
just serve
extension.
it 2 months. No, it's not just like, okay, let me do it first. Then after doing it, then I can say, oh, did they, like, would they give me my certificate? Then you can come online to say, oh, they didn't give me my certificate. Even after serving for 2 months. So you're coming online, what do you expect people to say? She was at that 2 months.
But I feel like with this situation, if stuff like this happens, it means people will not be able to come up and tell the people about how they're feeling about the government. So it's not like the government is trying to silence
it's not about silencing. It's about you going through the right approach. Okay, they didn't talk about the fact that she came online. We have lots of people that come online to talk about the government.
Yeah.
But are they directly like attacking the leadership of people? And funny how you don't even have backing. So just, okay, it's about saying, okay, fine, you can't just come online to talk about the president or the leadership and just go scot-free. It doesn't speak well of
so it's not like the government is trying to set the record straight.
Like, okay, you can talk about it, but you don't have to like directly like talk about it. You understand? Because we have lots of people talking about the government every day. Go to the market, ìjọba wa ni o, and all of that. Like, you see, so should have gone through the right approach.
All right. Thank you very much. And now we're moving to the next part.
Hey, the most juicy part.
The next part, because we're talking about Comfort and Ibom Air. And this situation, is on the internet. People have a lot to say about this. And we're here today to bring different perspective out from this situation. So, over to the next thing on the agenda. And this one is the one trending the most right now. It's about Comfort and Ibom Air. And we're not talking about this alone, now. We're bringing in someone who is going to talk about this issue. So expect to hear all the goss you want to hear. And then he's coming with facts, with evidence. He has been a journalist for the longest time. So at least he knows a little bit about these laws here and there. And then he's going to spill the tea about Ibom Air and Comfort, because we want to know who is really wrong in all of this. Who is wrong? And this person is none other than Francis Ogo. How are you doing, Francis?
Nice to be here. And how are you too?
Okay. So yeah, like I said, we already talked about Raye and the federal government and NYSC, melting out their own punishment to her. But now we're talking about Comfort and Ibom Airs. And let's start from the fact that they dragged her. When you misbehave, when you do anyhow, people will treat you anyhow. But let's not even look at that side. Did you think that Ibom Air did too much by dragging her out, or it was just out of wanting to protect the people in the plane with her, or probably because they already have their own premonition about the way she's looking, her dressing and all of that? When people see you sometimes, they just feel like, why is she dressed like that? And then their attitude towards you just kind of look a little bit odd, and then you're feeling like, what did I do to deserve this? But it's probably because of the way you're looking. So do you think it's probably because of the way she's looking, or because she looked, or probably because, they didn't just like the vibe she was giving, or they were just trying to protect the people that were in the plane?
Okay, so in every setup, there's always this eye service to people. Now, eyewitness accounts say when she got into the plane that they made efforts to make her switch off her phone.
Yeah.
But she complained that she doesn't know how to do it. And in fact, somebody volunteered to help. Now, the first hostess came, who was a little bit severe. In fact, that the hostess even gave her water.
Yeah.
What she asked for. After the quarrel, the person still gave her water.
But
the second one was forming madam to the other one, more like, I'll give you an eye for an eye. You get. So when she came, she wanted to make sure that, okay, I won't fall your hand to the girl. So because it's not everybody that supported her during the crisis.
Yeah.
So she wanted to give back to everybody who,
who did a little bit of something, like, I'll give it to you back to back.
So when she came and even called her Olosho, the second hostess even called her Olosho, according to eyewitness account.
Okay.
She even called her Olosho and tried to mess her up. So she reacted to them based on feeling of being humiliated publicly, right? So in fact, the man that the senior advocate that stood up to say I was a witness, and he in fact is ready to go anywhere to defend her, said he stood up to tell people to fight for the girl even inside the plane. Now, when a plane is on air, so many things happen around movements.
Okay.
For example, if you're ascending, there's nothing that will make you. That's why they keep telling you fasten your seatbelts, because so many things can slide down. And in fact, those people that move those trolleys will not even move.
Yeah.
Right now, there were only 2 hostesses in that plane because of the size of the plane. So it expected that the 2 of them should be able to manage that small community inside the plane. But when the girl got frustrated, the man said all through the flights, the girl kept complaining about the way the hostess treated her. Now, nobody recorded that part. Nobody saw what the person told her or recorded it. That is where people would have known very well that some people have very strong mouths when they talk. Now, for the fact that you removed her hair, you assaulted her verbally, and she reacted by hitting you, people only saw the part that she was hitting
the woman,
but nobody knew what she told her. Now, they dragged her. She went to the toilet after the plane had landed. She went to the toilet. Now, allow her to go. You have security men downstairs that will do the job of security men. You stopped her. She lost her cool and reacted. So you provoked her to anger. Even a goat can bite. If you provoke a goat can bite you. So they provoked her to anger, and they now used it like a trap for her.
So that means she was right for misbehaving like that.
Yes, she only reacted to. Why would you stop?
Because you cannot decide how someone will react to your actions.
So you'd have allowed her to fall into government, protocol. Of course, there's no how she can leave that airport without passing through the arrival. Yes, she passed through that place. Or you took claws into her, stopping her, and you're telling people, look at her hitting you.
I guess it was just trying to get fine.
Yes,
people know my
video evidence. Yes. So she was using that thing to close whatever she had done to that lady inside the plane.
And nobody captured
that part. You get. So she wanted to wipe her hands off. People said she called the lady names inside the plane.
Somebody name just
So and even if the girl had dressed somehow, I've seen people who dress worse. People who dress worse in the plane. This one not even dressed bad. And it's possible that she had removed her top because she was feeling hot. Maybe by the time she left to go to the airport, she was feeling cold. So by the time she left, she probably wouldn't have bothered to wear a bra because of her cardigan.
Yeah, like I feel going to that, to that bra aspect that you just mentioned, I would like to ask you, Ola, do you think it is right for a lady, I mean morally, some people will say that I'm not comfortable wearing bra, I'm not comfortable wearing pants, but you're traveling from Uyo to Lagos. Do you think it is right for you not to put on underwear?
So one thing I would say is the fact that we've normalized everything is getting us, it's making us go gaga, because I remember then, if you want, it's a normal thing for you to say, oh, I want to wear this and all that. But now we just come out and say, oh, I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable. But years back, comfortable, what's the meaning of that? You have to wear it. So I would say, from my own point of view, I'm not this is not out there. But then it's normal for you. Why wouldn't you wear bra? So and you're going somewhere, and you're what you're wearing is revealing, and anything can happen. I'm very sure she didn't actually imagine this thing happening, but it actually happened, and a lot of things happened after that. But then I feel that you should have worn bra, and even it would have actually protected some things
that we later saw. Okay. I also agree with you. Fine, I understand the discomfort that comes with it. You're putting on bra and all that all day and all, and then you just want to feel free. But then because when you're going out, you can't say, this is how I want my day to go.
Now, yes.
There are times that you already have plans to even do one thing or the other, and then you would not work that way.
You won't even do anything.
Let's even forget that it's airplane or something. Just go in and you want to carry bike. You feel meet a bike man that is mad. And then you feel okay, today I want to fight with you. Yeah. Now imagine you're not well dressed. So I feel in this situation, aside the fact that whatever they did might be dehumanizing, if she had put on bra, no matter how much they tore that clothes, there will still be something covering, because I feel that is the main thing people are more focused on right now.
The truth is, even if she had worn a bra, it's possible for her breast to pop out and it will still fall to the same category.
But she will still have something to like help.
Okay, like if you notice when she went downstairs, when she went down the staircase and wore that her half cardigan, her breasts were not showing. You get,
but
and she wasn't dressing recently because she wore a trouser. She wasn't dressing.
But if I want to fight, I will go back and wear that jacket too.
No. But no, you know, in a Nigerian setting, anytime you want to fight, the first thing you do, like, you remove your earrings, you remove your clothing, so so that you won't drag me anytime I'm fighting. So I remove anything that's going to make you drag me. So I feel okay, probably that was what she did. Okay. Let me just put my jacket aside. Okay, let's fight one-on-one.
But I thank God I really do not like fighting. So I don't know how to off my earrings, off everything. I always try to stay away from that. Now, when Ibom Air dragged Comfort out of that plane, did they actually break the aviation law? I know that you're not working there, but being a journalist for a while, you definitely have an idea about how this thing works.
So under Nigerian civil aviation rules, which of course work with IATA, International Travel Agency. So all of these bodies, NCAA, FAN, NIMET, and all of these small bodies under Federal Ministry of Aviation have boundaries that we don't cross. Now, each of them still have security protocols. You have the police, you have the Air Force, you have the Navy, and almost everybody at the airport doing different things. You have immigration at different checkpoints. Now, for any reason, if she had been brought down decently, right, there's the chief security officer at the airport. There's the airport command, the controller, Nigerian Air Force at the airport, right there. If she goes too powerful for the police, the Nigerian customs are there. If she goes too powerful customs, the Air Force and every other body.
And it can't even get to that level.
It can't get to that level, of course. No matter how restive she gets, there must be people who can handle her. And you allow her to calm down and you walk her into a waiting video.
Yeah, I guess that was my own main problem when I saw the video, because I was like, you guys didn't, you approached that, and the next minute she started dragging.
But I saw a video where the woman, like one of those videos, the woman was like, check that thing. It was more like, okay probably when the whole thing was happening, she was trying to like hold something to do something or something like that.
It's not about holding and all of that. She was trying, I think she was trying to like stand and all of that. But then they dragged her. Well, why will you even come to the level?
Well, we said that.
They wanted her to move it, like to come down out of the so that they can check things or not. But what made them get to the level of dragging her?
My opinion
and I think about 4 people were dragging just one person.
Now, you notice that the air hostess called for those people to drag her.
Okay, why would they do that? Why would they
wanted her to be humiliated?
And that's and I think that they should like be held accountable for that part, because why would you drag? I know that fine, everything she did was like bad in all shades and all of that. But why would you like drag? That was the part that got me. Why would you drag her?
Even when they were moving down, they were dragging her down on that ladder. What if it was the spike?
Another thing is, I feel like I saw a video where she was like, the lady herself placed the camera and was like, can you guys see what they're doing to me and all that?
Behind the lady.
What if that was a way of also painting our story to the world?
You know that everything is like, okay, we really don't know what happened. We saw different clips. It's not like everybody are putting their own clips out there that, this is my own version of the story. Nobody is like, actually, we don't know who is telling the truth. Like,
because we're not there.
We were not there. So we are only like seeing all of these based on the videos we saw online. And from my own from where I am sitting, dragging her was not the right thing. Because they could have said something. They could have actually he said something about the people that are, we have officials. Happen to her. She cannot be moving in different direction and not moving and say, okay, let me get down, and they can settle the whatever happened between them.
And let me tell you how these things are done in the security sector. If as a lady you have an issue with the police, you don't even bring a male to harass
a lady.
There are some female policemen
that will handle that
at this airport that can handle her.
Yes, no.
It is possible they may hold her wrongly.
They
even think about that.
So you can't get a male to start off handling a lady by the breast and all of that. So they broke so many rules around her personal privacy. Now, if she had misbehaved in flight, or she wanted to damage part of the plane, what you do is handcuff her Take her for interrogation.
I don't think anybody held that
Evaluate. Nobody held any handcuff. Evaluate what she had damaged. If you feel she has to pay, let her pay, but don't rough-handle her. Now, what they also did was, you have the chief maintenance engineer.
Yeah.
You call, the man was there. Call him up. Show him what the lady had damaged. Right? Now, let Nigerians know. You can stand in front of the camera that was to trend her and say, Madam, she had damaged this plane. No, this is fiber. She had damaged this plane, and this plane may not fly anymore. For crying out loud, from Uyo to Lagos, it's just 1 hour. If it delays, maybe 1 hour, 15 minutes. So you encroach into her personal privacy.
Yeah.
And as a lady, you assaulted her. So I'm not saying Ibom Air did wrong by protecting their plane or protecting the safety of the passengers, which is sacrosanct. But you don't rough-handle a lady like that. Bring female security operatives at the airport to do that thing that males did.
And so you think that ladies, like the air hostess, were there. You guys stood there and they were like dragging a female person, like somebody like you, and you were holding. No, now
people have used that flight. See, that lady is like a Margaret Thatcher in the plane.
Oh,
She, apart from this particular flight, there's a particular friend that I saw on one of our groups. He uses Cali Air now because of the same lady.
The woman.
Yes, that she's very unruly. Do you understand? I was coming from a particular program. I won't call her name. There's a particular female radio presenter that's very heavy. So we flights going to DK. They were all behind. This lady said, I am too big for this seatbelt to go around my waist. Just give me a few minutes, I'll land in Lagos. It was Future Awards. It comes from Future Awards in Port Harcourt. She said, I cannot clip my... Let me just be... Nothing will happen to me. The air hostess came, you must do this, you must do that. It became very insulting. Do you understand? A particular female brand too now started, they said they'll beat the lady and throw out of the window. So very unruly. Another thing happened, they brought water. She said, they brought one small juice. I don't want juice, give me normal water. They gave her small cup. They served this Holy Communion cup. She said, how can I drink? I'm thirsty, give me cup, let me drink proper water. Is it one bottle that you now pour in cup for me that I will take? Give me one full bottle, I can afford it. I can even buy it. The lady was sounding very rude. You understand?
Yeah.
I've seen people who attack this Miss Pelebe or Miss Pepe because of their attitude. So, all of these aviation people should add humanity to what they do.
Okay.
Some people just work to please their bosses. Some people do eye service against humanity. So even while you're working, just consider that, okay, protect the sanctity and safety of your personnel. Of course, they are flying with you. If they don't come back tomorrow, you have chased them away.
Yeah.
Now, this particular air hostess, no matter how right she was, 2 wrongs can never make a right. People can decide not to fly with Ibom Air. I'm not trying to demarcate Ibom Air. But people can actually, in sympathy to what happened to Emmanson, stop flying Ibom Air because of this lady. So I think when they are working, don't just work to get your salaries. Work and build relationships. You wouldn't know the passenger that will be flying with you. And how interested the person might be in helping you tomorrow. So that's just my view.
All right. So since the situation happened, I think immediately the situation happened, AON banned Comfort. And in all of this, FAN and also NCAA has not said so much about it. They haven't addressed the issue except for KWAM, who said something about it. So in all of this, what do you think is actually wrong? Is it that the aviation are trying to protect their own by ignoring the fact that this lady was dehumanized, or it is just something that they feel like it is not necessary, they address as of this moment?
Now, under penalties for offense, that's in aviation security, there are 3 things that can apply: fine, imprisonment, and ban.
Okay.
Now, it can be life ban, it can be temporal ban. Now, if for any reason Ibom Air decides to tell Emmanson not to fly their airplane anymore, she cannot place a ban on her not to fly Airpeace or any other brand, right? They only have a right on their own brand, but with approval from the regulating bodies. So, Airline Operators of Nigeria, that's AON, FAN, NCAA, and other bodies vested with the powers, they are acting on international treaties. on aviation security.
Okay.
Because you are carrying different lives on a plane. One person's misbehavior can make a whole plane crash.
Yeah.
For example, you tell somebody not to smoke mid-air, and the person goes towards the cockpit. Probably there's a leaking aviation fuel. Something can happen in mid-air and there's wahala. So one person's misbehavior should not jeopardize the safety of other people.
Okay.
So what they did, placing her, the only thing they did wrong was not giving her rights to fair hearing. And that's why Nigerians are saying you would have allowed her. Thank God for Professor KWAM, the minister, who said, I have cleared all of the allegations against her. Right? So she is free person now because there's veto from minister who is controlling the federal every other thing around regulations. You understand? So we are now waiting for what comes next from this
whole thing.
Yes.
All right. So talking about this whole thing and not doing investigation and all of that, she was sent to Kirikiri like immediately. And we know that Kirikiri is not for simple-minded person. It's for hardened criminal. So I feel like they might have thrown her there because, well, she acted out of character. We won't say otherwise. But then you both said that if there was no action, there would be no reaction from her. And then we've been seeing that she's getting gifts, she's getting this, she's getting that, just for misbehaving. Because from the get-go, the evidence we all had was pointing at her misbehaving. So I feel like people taking that step right now, do you think makes any sense? Because now you're confusing Nigerians. So it means that tomorrow I can also do something wrong and still get...
No, it might be your turn and everybody will drag you like, oh, you did wrong. So it's like, it's a turntable.
Looking at this Baye girl, let's say she misbehaved. Fine, we agreed. She misbehaved. She got punished for it. So why is it that some people are not getting punished and some are getting punished?
Okay, well, Nigeria is full of surprises.
Yeah.
And there are some people we call money misroad in this country.
Okay.
They have a lot of projects. There are people who in emergency wards who need oxygen to live.
Yeah, who needs help.
Who need help. There are people in IDPs who need money to feed.
Yeah.
If they had even gone to help these people, probably it would make some sense. Now, what they're trying to do is to make sure that people live with impunity in this economy, in this country we live in, right? For example, why would you give somebody an ambassadorial role for hijacking a plane?
Yeah, we are still going there. We're still going there.
So what I think they did wrong was they wanted to use her to catch clout or to just gain some funny relevance on social media.
Yeah, on social media. Yes. So that was like the major thing.
Yes, to write on the existing...
Because looking at it, when you see the big shots, I'm not talking about all this money misroad, like you said, the big shots in Nigeria, they don't do all of these things. You drag someone, well, it's left to you guys to do whatever you want to do.
I think they wanted something beyond just... I think it's the other route.
It's just surprising the fact that she's getting gigs and all of that. And it made me ask some questions like, are we like I said earlier, are we normalizing some certain things we're not meant to do? And funny, another person might come in now and do the same thing. I knew people that actually people that supported this girl Comfort. You will still backlash that person, say different things about her.
See, my view is if you are not as pretty, as beautiful as Emmanson, don't go and enter a plane and beat somebody. I'm sure she's getting these deals because she's fine, and some people saw some things. So they may just want to explore beyond what they saw. By giving her those ambassadorial.
Right. Nice.
Inviting somebody to talk, you come and do what? For crying out loud, come and do what? You want to see beyond what you saw on social media. That's like a clip. You want to see the full movie. And so they know what they want.
Okay. So still talking about them sending out to Kirikiri, I feel like our human rights was actually violated. I don't know because Aleria was not here. Section 36 actually says that you have the right to hearing. So in this case, she didn't have
her case was beyond.
Okay, I think basically the minister's action probably would have been spurred by the move Nigerian Bar Association made for her. They said they would have given her, they wanted to give her a pro bono legal support.
Okay.
Because they needed a lawyer to defend her in court. Now, why would you put somebody behind bars without passing through fair hearing? So the Bar Association said, irrespective of what she had done, they wanted to help send legal representatives to the court and defend her. Thank God the minister intervened and said, both KWAM and this lady, you are free, go and say no more.
Okay.
Right? But the things following up is what Nigerians are saying. How? People should be ashamed of what they did. We watch movies and see hijackers in the plane with one eye piracy. They close their eyes and say piracy. Everybody hands off. Everybody put your head down, and we put them as persona non grata in the society. Now you hijack a plane, you stand in front of a plane and block a plane from moving, and you get ambassadorial roles.
Okay.
That means tomorrow I can take any other step.
All right.
Yes.
So let me ask you, from this Ibom girl, the person that did the video, because from the get-go I've always said that the person I have the problem with the most is the person who posted that part of her. You could have posted the part where she was eating the woman, post the part where she was being dragged, but immediately you saw that she was exposed. Stop recording. Maybe that was my perspective from being a journalist, but I just feel like it is wrong from all sides, all shades of wrong, purple, yellow, everything. So now in this situation, do you think Ibom Air is at fault, or it is Comfort, or even the person that posted the video who is really at fault?
Okay, I think you spoke from the perspective of a journalist.
Yeah.
If I was Comfort, what I would have done is, when the violation and even the verbal assault was going on, even if I had a plan to fight Lady back, I would have opened either my audio or my camera to record her. Because she never had that media knowledge of evidence and all of that. Now, the time they recorded that stuff, and Ibom Air denied not to have uploaded, they said it wasn't them that uploaded. Everybody there were aviation workers. They were Ibom. Ground handlers. Every passengers had disembarked. She was the last person and she was stopped there. Even the captain had come down from the plane.
So who did it?
Definitely. I feel like Ibom Air would try to protect their own.
But even if they protect their own, who uploaded the person that uploaded that thing?
That picture. Why would you even go to that extent? Because something captured, because something issued.
Okay.
It's something you can cut.
No, you even have it on WhatsApp. Pair you can even reduce the length of the video.
And
so the proper thing was for them to blur that part.
And I feel that some people just do it for, let me get engagement.
Yeah.
Will you get that engagement? Because you can't even boldly come out to say I posted it. Because if you try,
Nigerians are going to drag. All right. So I think earlier you've been talking about KWAM. So I feel like you really want to talk about the situation with him. So let's go to the issue with King Wasiu Ayinde Marshal #1. Yeah. So let's go to his issue. So now the rift between KWAM is between himself and the senator daughter. Now, in Nigeria, when you have connection does a lot of things. Now, before the whole issue started, there was something that we heard that it splashed water, or probably in the video where it splashed water on the pilot now. And then she left angrily. We could call that assault, but she was, nice enough to not have reacted, like slapping him or, dragging him and all that. She was like, okay, a little bit more professional. And then she left a little bit, I won't say too much, and then went inside and taxied the plane without getting instruction to do so. And for her, she was suspended. And KWAM
God said you.
Got an ambassadorial deal. Okay. He became an ambassador for misbehaving, because he said, well, whatever he was taking was not alcohol, it was water. We agree, no problem. We're not there. He has the evidence with him, right? But then would you say that, because we know that if that lady is not even a senator daughter, it might actually go beyond suspension. We know that because KWAM is an icon in Nigeria. So do you think there's selective justice in all of this situation?
Now, the issue of KWAM, you see, Nigeria, there's something called sacred cows.
Okay.
Some people are more in the book called Animal Farm. Some people are more human.
Okay.
Right? If that lady, fine, based on aviation rules, you cannot hold some people down in the plane.
Yeah.
They have businesses, the outing is timed and all of that. What she did, she wanted to protect her other passengers. Now, because of her eyesight in the cockpit, she was only to take instruction from the ground air handlers on the ground who direct her to taxi. She had even changed her engine to the next acceleration to move. She wouldn't see her wings naturally. KWAM 1 was supposed to have left with those people. So she had actually thought that, okay, Koko Shilo.
Okay.
After pouring that thing on her, let me fly this in and go. She may not have the intention of hitting people because her own colleagues were down there.
I feel like she would not have
She
had
wouldn't
that
have had the intention of hitting them. Because the ground handlers were still at the span of the wing.
Yeah.
So she probably thought they had left so she could taxi and save the time of her passengers. Because she needs to go and pick another people at the next airport. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
You have seen cases where some people will say, my flight was delayed. My flight was cancelled.
And then some will even sue that.
Some the airline, right? While she was delaying, some other people who are supposed to pick the next flight will be affected.
Yeah.
So what she did was to save her job, to save her company from being sued for delayed flights or cancelled flights, right? Somebody who has an appointment for 10 o'clock and by 9 the plane hasn't left. Yes. So it is going to be a problem of meeting 1 hour, right? Now, if for any reason aviation control room or control tower says don't land, there's turmoil in the cloud, right? You will still have to take another navigation before you land. It will affect them. So what she did was let these people carry their while and go. Of course, you
already assaulted me.
So and one thing about KWAM was insisting that okay, I've been going with water everywhere. If it's alcohol, see it.
Oh,
I getting it.
Yeah.
See what they call alcohol, and she poured it on the lady.
But it doesn't.
And the lady acted to based on I be big man picking. She knows say she be
don't
somebody.
treat me that way.
Yes.
No, I feel that nobody should be treated that way.
But the truth of the matter, let's look at this. Assaults.
Yeah. Don't sugarcoat it.
Comfort said, okay, we said the lady assaulted Comfort. Comfort assaulted the lady.
Yeah.
In this case, to KWAM assaulted the lady. But then we're already sugarcoating this thing.
Yeah,
when it came to Comfort, we were supporting the fact that, Comfort only reacted based on the assault she got. But now, in this case, this lady didn't even do anything and got assaulted for just saying, sir, please, you can't go in with this. Probably because it looked like alcohol. Anyone could have done that, sir. You can't go in with this. It is not proper. And then KWAM got angry too and splashed her with water.
So you see, when you tender evidence in any allegation, that is when you maybe who go police first, they win case.
Okay.
So if they had even recorded that part where KWAM poured water on the pilots, probably would have even infuriated Nigerians more. You get. So the same party tilted.
No, for them, they might have recorded anything, but cut it out.
So they'll doctor some parts of the video.
That's why they just believe anything you see online at your own risk because you were not there.
Yeah.
So we can't know what happened actually. So it's more like the girl might come out to say something else and then because he said it was not alcohol.
It was water.
But the girl said it was alcohol.
So it's not.
But the truth is, there's no how you can pass through a check without dropping everything you have.
But you said something earlier, connection.
Connection,
No, but we don't have like that.
Let's not talk to them about
connection.
Yes.
He says a lot in Nigeria. And looking at how we just overlook some things, and that's what's taking me to this situation. Looking back in 2020, Funke Akindele, we had COVID then and everybody would like, you shouldn't be much in the place and all that. And I think during Funke Akindele's birthday, there was this video that was uploaded of people in her apartment. And she said then that they've been in her house before COVID.
Yes.
Now, she had an ambassadorial deal with Dettol, which was withdrawn immediately from her. Now, KWAM, at least whatever she did, where we know that it is earth related, but it would only they can actually take all of them and put them in isolation. It is that simple. So the losing of ambassadorial, like sincerely, so the losing of ambassadorial deal is not really necessary. Now, in this case, this man actually assaulted a lady. because we've been fighting for comfort. Let's fight for this senator daughter too.
Yeah.
So this lady was also assaulted because she can count it as an assault because she left angrily. Whatever gets you angry means that you were not pleased with it. And when we talk about assault, it means it is something you did to someone that the person was not pleased with it. So now, this lady was also assaulted. But in this case, KWAM he became an ambassador for security in Nigeria, or all the security agency and all that. Now, are we going to say that celebrities? We know that for Funke Akindele, she got punished, which was actually like okay. But then, are we going to say that celebrities in Nigeria have this unpronounced immunity because we've seen celebrities do a lot of things and they get away with it?
Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, some people are more human than others.
Yeah.
We're all humans, but some people are more human than others.
Okay.
Now, I've been at the airport and seen some celebrities just walk to the plane without passing through some checks.
Okay.
They in fact, they even behave them and beg them money. I've seen a particular celebrity in Nollywood that walked straight from. In fact, I don't even know how they arranged that flight, but she was followed like bees. Just to collect money. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Now, if that person has something incriminating, of course that person that thing has gone. And that's why allegations of
money laundering,
all those things. Somebody who's laundering money, somebody who has drugs, you have, because the person is a popular face, you have the person to go. Now, KWAM is a popular face, and he's a popular
he's a legend.
He's a titled man.
Yeah.
Different. He has worn many caps in the industry. Now, and he's a humble person too. If you stay close to him, notice that he only lost his cool but
like Nigerians didn't see the part of he lost his cool.
You said he lost his cool. But then Comfort lost her cool. That woman also lost her cool.
Now what happened was for him to even stay in front of the plane, it was suicidal.
Yeah, but why should we even
in saner times, he should be subjected to mental check.
But they didn't do that.
He was supposed to be checked for a hijack. That is tried for attempted hijack of a plane because he was stopping that plane from moving. What if there was a time bomb that would explode in the next 2 minutes of stopping that plane? Everybody there would die. So there are so many things he had flawed as based on what he did. But Nigerians overlooked that.
Yeah, just because he came online saying, "Hi guys, I'm sorry."
If it was KWAM that was Comfort, in the plane, because that air hostess wouldn't have done what she did.
I know. Definitely. She might actually do it, but she won't go scot-free.
She wouldn't even insult KWAM.
Yeah.
It was because a Comfort was a nobody. Yes. And KWAM was somebody with no face. So his own was treated like, let it just fly. Right? So the moment we begin to do selective justice, somebody said some time ago that justice is on trial in Nigeria.
Yeah.
It's on trial. Who will now speak for justice?
That's a lot.
Right? So if because you're popular, you do some things and you go scot-free, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
That's a new slogan.
That's
do you understand? Do you know who I am?
Who are you?
So funny enough, the system favors them. How would you do that and become an ambassador?
Like it just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, some people might do it another time and
it will continue.
It will continue. You didn't cop that.
Sincerely, you are only promoting it.
Okay. You're making somebody an ambassador for misbehaving. What message are you passing to the incoming generation?
That's the particular thing. What message are you passing?
If I bring you as an ambassador to come and talk to children as an ambassador, what are you coming to tell them?
Okay, to tell them that you can't
stay. And then from there, I became an ambassador.
Do you understand? What's your storyline? It doesn't make any sense.
No base.
So Nigeria, under selective justice system, it means you are a nobody and you die a nobody if you don't have a name. So if KWAM could do that and became an ambassador and he could walk and say,
he came to apologize.
The apology.
I'm not saying the apology actually came. It's actually genuine.
Yeah, it could be for PR itself.
No, it's not that it could. It definitely PR. Just Baba, just say your
See,
stuff.
if you have not done,
He won't be the one to type it. He has a PR team that will
see,
do
if you have not done that, if you have not done that,
damages.
if you have not done that, see, don't forget that Kwan is a national singer. He's somebody who gets gigs from federal government, and you understand. So they will blacklist him. He probably would have just done that to just salvage his business, not because he's
really
sorry.
He has apologized. My own problem is, why would you even consider him to be an ambassador for security? Like, what are you trying to promote? What's the main aim?
Do you know what will not happen? What I see happening in the next future is, because of his position, he's going to usurp some powers in the aviation cadre.
Yeah, sure.
Some people are going to be planted above others in the aviation security team.
Just because they know.
If you have a chief security officer who grew from being a gateman to becoming a CSO, somebody will come in from KWAM who will replace that position
person,
because of that connection. So he's going to kill the growth line, the hierarchical process from becoming level 1 to level 10 and become one Oga. I'm sure you see people who will just come in from level 5.
I just need them to just come out and just explain
why they
made him, like, okay, fine, we did this because of, like, because no explanation, you just made him the ambassador of what? For
like, it's
what?
not like you're asking a rat to help you watch over meat. Like, guy, what are you expecting from that?
And you suspended the pilot, like.
No, it's all shades of brown. But like, to just wrap this up, I just need a one-word answer from you guys. Do you think we're confused in Nigeria? Because I believe we're confused in Nigeria. Do you think we're really confused when it comes to meting out the laws, when it comes to ensuring that people stay away from misbehaving and all that? This moment we're praising someone that is misbehaving. The next moment we're celebrating them. Do you think we're confused?
I think Nigerians are not confused, but the system, the law, the constitution, and everything that binds us and regulates what we do as Nigeria is the confusion.
Okay.
Not Nigerians. Nigerians understand their left and right. But you cannot go beyond what you think. Because
if you do more self, Kirikiri,
yes.
portion.
But I wouldn't agree with him. I would say we are confused because we are the one promoting these people. Not only, we can say, they say, okay, the government is, the system is corrupt.
Yeah.
But the people there are corrupt.
But let me ask you, are you the one that gave him ambassadorial role?
No, I'm not the one, but the fact that some people are actually
custodians of the law are the ones imposing some things on you. You ordinarily don't want him to.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
After stopping a plane, you now become ambassador.
I feel like
but
I feel the problem now is that the people in the country do not know their rights. Take, for example, Koreans. Like, there is one thing about them. When they want to blacklist someone, it is not the government that comes out to say we want to blacklist this person. It is the people in that country. Now, there's a situation that happened where a young actress died. But the last picture she uploaded is of a popular actor and herself. That was just the last picture she uploaded. And then netizens just went ahead bullying this guy. The ambassadorial deals he had, they were withdrawing it because the people are already against him and they're already saying, we are not buying this product again. We're not taking this thing again. Nigerians had to come in and say that if you do anything to this guy again, Nigerians had to go ahead and fight for him. That is a country where the people knows their rights, and they feel like the fact that you were there when this girl was going through hard time and you didn't support, although it might be stupid, and you didn't support during that time, it means you also does not need our support.
But do you know that Nigerians not knowing their rights is off it? Okay. Nigeria has the highest number of activists.
But what are we
what has the activism turned out to?
What we see them calling out celebrities for doing this or for doing that.
So if you like,
just even come online to just say,
the only thing, if you go on activism and oppose several things in the country, you only victimize your family. You if they don't see you to arrest, they'll go and hunt your family or kill.
And that's where the problem lies. So that means it is the government. Because you know that when you speak out, the government will come for you. So why should I speak out?
In all of this, when you ask the question, I'll still stand on the fact that we are confused. Because we are the one promoting all of this. Because when they gave him that ambassadorial deal, they supported him. You may not support him, but some people actually did.
But
some people
do you support him?
I don't support him.
Okay, what will you do to oppose it?
She could actually
like tweet about it, but will I get reaction from it?
That's the system, because you are controlled by a system that is encouraging impunity. So you as a person, if our constitution, go to the house, you know that the best bills that will help Nigerians, the common man on the street, to grow, do not go to second reading. They don't pass second reading. Somebody who just stand up with his big tummy and knock it off, and the nails have it, and it just knock off. They don't go second reading. Do you right?
Yeah.
Now, when they say what they call the scholarship or school fees for students, or what they call them, do you know that they even attach political affiliations to them? Mm. So, to what extent does your knowledge of your left and right materialize into good governance? That's the issue.
Right. Well, I feel like that's a big question for everyone out there to answer. Because come to think of it, I've always had this mindset, like Nigerians were confused. But according to him, it is the constitution, the law that is confused. And according to her, Nigerians are confused because they are the one promoting this. So we'd like to hear your opinion about this. Do you think it is the constitution or the people that are confused in Nigeria? And that is all on today's episode of Vigilant Podcast. But before we go, let me say a big thank you to my people right here. Thank you, Francis, for joining us on the show. And thank you, Olaitan, for also joining me as usual. I really do appreciate it. And until the next, do have a wonderful weekend. But before that, ensure to follow us on all our social media platforms.